Yeah, I think you'd love him. Don't worry about
I signed up for a fantasy camp.
Okay.
In like 5 weeks, 30 and up with Cal.
And?
There's like 40 adult men that go and play basketball for 2 days.
And?
I don't know. I'm going to probably tear everything.
You're going to love him.
Yeah, but I'm going to go play.
You'll love him.
I don't even play basketball.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know, we'll find out how many minutes he gives you.
But I will go hard. Greatest sports achievement
for me
personally. Yeah, for you.
You mean that I've
watched your highlight of your sports life,
meaning
that you've played,
that I've actually conducted,
that you have you accomplished
breaking 6 seconds in my 40-yard dash. You kidding me?
Even better.
Other than that was not getting picked last in gym in junior year of high school that one time. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I realized early on, Bobby, I couldn't hit the curve, couldn't make the jump shot, and I needed to talk a good game in order to get to a certain level, you know?
Was there a decision, final question, a decision you made that looking back, you're really glad you made it career-wise, but was really tough then, and it dictated a lot of where your career went?
Meaning, oh, God, yeah. I mean, I had many of those moments, man.
Crossroads type moments.
The first crossroad moment was working for the hometown newspaper, the Staten Island Advance, or the Advance as we would refer to it in Staten Island. And I was covering on the cops beat, and I was following ambulances because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I pulled off to the side of the road. I'm like, there's no other way to parse what I'm doing right now other than ambulance chasing. I need to do something about it. And I went back to grad school to Northwestern, Medill School of Journalism. That was a big moment for me. Getting my first job in Redding, California, and throwing myself deep into it was another job. Like that moment. Another crossroads was just saying, screw it. I'll just send my tape to a headhunter. Sent it to 3 different headhunters, and one of them showed my tape to ESPN. I got hired by ESPN through there. And another one was standing my ground with ESPN about what I wanted to do for them, which led to me getting handed a cardboard box and an opportunity with NFL Network and choosing them when I had a couple of options at the time, doing that. And then deciding that, you know, I wanted to not just rest on what I was doing for NFL Network, start a podcast, which led to my current show every day. And just believing in that there's more that I can do than whatever I was supposedly considered by management to be too important and good at what I was doing, to try and keep on looking at everything else and try and be ahead of the curve, doing a podcast before many people did one, and go to streaming before anybody considered that as a viable option. Like those are all those moments.
Well, I would encourage everybody to stream your podcast. That's how I listen every day.
Thanks, brother.
I don't really do anything live anymore. Like, do you consume anything live? Is it except sports?
Sports is pretty much it.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, Saturday Night Live, I watch on clips. What else? I mean, yeah.
I mean, even like
that's about it.
Television shows, it's all on demand at this point.
Yeah.
I don't even think I have cable anymore.
Well, that's good because get Roku.
I do have Roku.
Rich Eisen show.
I do have Roku.
Attaboy.
I'm a big fan. I really appreciate you
Thanks,
making
pal.
some time for us here.
Anytime.
Mike, anything?
What's the last good movie you saw?
Last good movie I saw in the theater?
Anywhere.
That I'd never seen before.
Yeah, a new one.
Huh. That's a good question. Last good movie. Man, I don't know. I liked American Fiction this year. I liked that a lot. I'm a big Jeffrey Wright fan. So I'll go with that one.
That's a good movie.
It was good.
What was that? Is that
where he writes that book kind of as a joke and then gets really famous from it?
And he'd been doing serious stuff before then and it hadn't worked out, but then when he...
Yeah.
We watched that.
It's a good movie.
Kevin, anything real quick?
Yeah, I often say that you're like Jim Nance when you do the draft.
Hello,
when I watch the
friend.
draft, and I'm like, oh, this is like Jim Nance during the Masters.
All right.
Where do you put that draft? Like working the draft weekend for you?
Oh, it's the hardest thing I do. No, without a doubt. Because it's long, it's live, the clock's moving. You got to not only know what's going on the clock, you got to know who's next. You got to know what's happening after that. You got to know what the narratives are going in, how they're playing out or not playing out when it's live in the first round. And then the second and third rounds, you got to treat that like it's the first round. And sometimes it can get a little slow there. And then the last day is just comedy. Like, let's just go. There's a lot of time. If you're watching between rounds 4 and 7, you need to be entertained as much as possible. So there's different vibes every night. But it is like when I'm done with it, it is demanding. It is the most mentally demanding thing that I do, but I love it.
Yeah.
Your car is here, I've just been told.
Fantastic.
So perfect timing.
Yeah, my flight's taking off in an hour and 15, and my TSA pre ran out.
Plenty of time. No problem here in this airport.
I feel naked.
Rich, thanks for coming by, man. Really appreciate it.
Hey, people are talking about Window Nation. I know nothing about windows except they go up and go down and hot or cold, right? However, after talking to Marion at Window Nation, like I got such a good explanation that I'm sure it's very difficult, but it was explained to me so easy that I wanted to knock holes in my house and put windows where I don't even need places that have windows. And this August, they're giving you a great value during their anniversary sale. Get this, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Hurry because the sale ends August 31st, so schedule a fast in-home estimate right now. 866-90-NATION or windownation.com.
To everyone who loves Culver's, the feeling is mutual. When I'm serving you a Butterburger, I'm just as happy as you are. I almost get giddy when I hear the sizzle of our fresh beef on the grill. And when I layer on the Wisconsin cheese, I'm like, they are gonna love this. It's delicious. Seeing that smile that comes from a meal made just right, I like to call that love at first bite. Order ahead on the Culver's app or Culver's.com and make Butterburgers your happy place.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
There's no distance too far for the perfect trip.
Hi, checking in for...
Or the perfect table.
Hey, where are you?
Coming!
And when you get access to Resi Priority Notify with your Amex Platinum card...
Hey, this looks amazing. I'm so glad you made it.
And travel benefits at fine hotels and resorts booked through Amex Travel, it's worth the trip. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.